Hi, family. Hi, family. Come on in. Come on in. I hope you all are doing well today and that everything's going good for you all. I'm just doing a live because I don't know how much longer this page is going to be up here. So I'm just doing a live to just get the temperature, everybody. And peace and love to you. Peace and love to you. You know, it's getting ready to get real out here, family. It's getting ready to get really real. Um, they're attacking all of the conscious leaders right now, everybody, all our pages. They about to take my TikTok, they're about to take my Instagram, and they're about to take my Facebook, all in the last 2 days. So, I already knew that this was going to happen, though. I already knew that, like, I already foresaw that this was going to happen, but when it does, I'm not going to start any new pages or anything because my ancestors had already instructed me that when these pages do get taken, that the message has gotten to whoever it needs to get to, and that's when the time is going to begin. So I'm kind of using this as a gauge to tell when some real heavy stuff is getting ready to take place. And what I really want to tell you guys is just, to remember like what I told you all about vibrating higher and your spiritual ascension and not being distracted right now, because that's what's going to be key. That's what's going to be key, your eye of discernment, how you see things, how you're able to move in these situations, because there are going to be spiritual attacks, but they're getting ready to manifest into the physical, and your eye of discernment is what's going to protect you, family, and make sure that you're okay, that your families are okay, that you're vibrating higher. Hey, everybody. And that's what the key is, because they don't want us to warn you. They don't want you all to have the universal knowledge. They don't want people to increase the frequency or tell people to go within, because if we all begin to do that, that just accelerates their destruction. Peace, goddess. Peace, you guys. So it's getting ready to go down, guys. Over in California right now, they done basically stopped all the independent truckers over there, and in 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, they're getting ready to stop. Two major trucking companies are getting ready to go out of business. Now, I have friends over in California talking about that there's stuff on the docks that's not, moving. It's not moving. Then you had President Putin, who is trying to get into different contracts with Africa and stuff and go over there in their land with wheat and stuff, or try to get their land for wheat. And the world's wheat supplies, you guys, we got about 8 weeks, but I count less than that. I think it's going to be about 6 to 7. So you guys really got to prepare, and we talking about till 2024. So that's a long time. That's a long time. And it's a long time to have to supply your own food when you're not used to it. It's a long time to maybe have to supply your own medicine. It's a long time to have to do critical, acute medical aid to yourself and stuff. And, I know everybody can't prepare, for the hit. And that's fine. But if you're on a vibrational frequency you'll be protected and you'll find a way. And I think that's my message today, is just don't focus on any of this other stuff, because it's all distractions to try to take you away from your spiritual ascension, which is getting ready to be key right now. Everything else that they're doing really won't matter if you've ascended to a certain point. And that's where we got to get to as a collective right now, because the conscious leaders going down, our page is going down. My brother Rizza Islam, they took his TikTok. It's not there anymore. He's gone. My TikTok is about to be gone. My Instagram, I had no violations on Instagram before yesterday. And so just prepare, you guys, because they're making all kind of moves. NATO is moving into place with their soldiers and stuff like that. TikTok, the app, is under attack itself. And I believe that TikTok is under attack because you can get information from all around the world in real time and see what's going on. Like, we're aware of what's happening in Sri Lanka. We're aware of what's happening in Uruguay. We can see everything. We're aware of the 70 countries now who've called for a worldwide recall of the hot sauce. So they can't control the information that's coming out on those systems. And so because they can't control that, you know, people be like, I ain't seen it on the news, but you could clearly look at TikTok and you can see it. They're getting ready to shut this stuff down because they don't want people to see what moves they're making and get the information to be able to protect yourself, because this is really about depopulation, people. This really is about them waging a war against us in the spiritual and in the physical right now. And peace, guys, peace. And I just don't want you all to be distracted. That's my main message. That's what my mantra right now to you guys, because it's getting ready to get real. Like, it's already real, but it's getting ready to get really real. You're going to have, if you are a type of person like me that's been preparing, not only now is you getting ready to have to worry about your family, but you also getting ready to have to worry about the mental psyche of the people that ain't prepared and what they going to be willing to do or try to do. You understand? And protecting yourself against that. Self-defense is key right now. Having some type of way to defend yourself, defend your home. Having some type of way to travel without gas, like a bike or something like that. Knowing your area, knowing where fresh water supplies is outside of what they're giving us, because they're already putting shit in the water, y'all. They're already putting the shit in the water. They're already doing that. So, you know, a lot of us right now suffering different type of radiation symptoms. They got the radiation attacks from these towers and stuff hitting people. You know, it's a lot going on, and prepare as best you can. But the main focus needs to be your spiritual ascension right now and your eye discernment. Because if you got an eye discernment, ain't none of this gonna affect you, yo. Like, it's not, I mean, it's gonna affect us all, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to affect you to the point where you won't be here to enjoy the new earth. That's what I'm trying to get to. And I was looking at some things because I be keeping up with things, and I was looking at Yellowstone, and there's a lot of earthquakes going on over there right now. And that's a caldera, people. That's a caldera. That's a volcano. It done rolls 10 feet. 10 feet now. That's trapped gas that's up under the earth that's rising. You know, it flooded and the water came from up underground. Now, if that water came from up underground, that's telling you plasma's moving over there. It's moving. And about 2 days ago, all of the seismographs all over the country were picking up a reading. And they tried to distract it by saying that the reading was somewhere in Guam. But at the same time that was going on, they cut off half of the seismographs over there in Yellowstone. Now you got North Dakota flooding, and you had parts of Montana with waterbed land, like they could step outside in their yards and it was like a waterbed, guys. That's some serious shit right there. These people don't even understand about the Earth's crust or about igneous rock or about plasma and how it moves. But just pay attention to this stuff. Start paying attention to nature and what it's showing you, and tune out everything else. Because if you can read nature, if you got some type of universal knowledge to pull on, you're going to know what to do. But if you ain't got no knowledge to pull on, you ain't going to know what to do. And that's exactly where they want you at. Yeah, and you know, in my group, I was talking to people, and there's a lot of people under psychic attack right now. A lot of people under psychic attack. A lot of people feeling low, feeling depressed, feeling demoralized and stuff. But that's where they want you to be. You got to pick yourself up. You know, when you're in that type of state, you can't even think rationally. Yeah, the animals know too. That's a fact. You can tell by what the animals is doing. You can see it coming, y'all, if you really just pay attention to nature. All the signals of nature is telling you that we getting ready to have some type of natural disaster or something that's getting ready to take place. Like, it's getting ready to happen, guys. And the better prepared you are mentally, the better you'll be more agile on your feet and able to deal with all of this. Because it's going to be a lot. You know, I'm not like the visions and stuff that I done had. It's going to be a lot. Like, it ain't going to be a little bit, but if you vibrating higher, you're going to be fine. So that's why I always done came to y'all with that. You know, and that's why I come to y'all with that message today, because this might be one of my last messages to you guys for all of this stuff start. But y'all know I'm with y'all, and my soul is with y'all though. And I'm always like wishing all of y'all the best, all of y'all families. I'm wishing everybody the best, the whole humanity actually. This is not just, you know, I don't hate to see it happen. I won't say I hate to see this happen because it has to happen this way. But I'll say that some people that's finna go up out of here didn't have to be that way if they just would have paid attention. So that's where I'm at with it, family. You know, I'm at a point of acceptance. I'm at a 0 point. Like, I'm real net neutral right now. You know, high meditation, getting my H3O water, getting my sun, even though it's been like mad cloudy over here in Georgia. They doing all of this weather modification and stuff and got it cloudy and raining, but I still been going outside, vibrating with the trees and everything like that. Yes, the reset is necessary. It's divine order. And it's just the way it's got to be, you know. And it's going to be shocking for a lot of people. A lot of people's minds not even going to be able to grasp what's about to take place. And we just need to make sure that we're not one of them type of people. You know, that we are in a different place. We are in our metaphysical place. We operate in the spiritual and the physical. You need both right now. You need both. You're going to need both. Yes, yes. Ashe, get you a bike. A bike, you know what I'm saying? And definitely fresh water, moving water, not just standing water. Standing water ain't no good, y'all. That's not no good. You need to know some place where moving water is, like streams, creeks, things like that. Because standing water get a lot of bacteria, amoeba, different stuff in it. So you need moving water, you know, because the rocks help purify out that water. You need to go on Amazon if you can and get some of those water purification drops. And if you storing water, because what you have to understand, like a lot of people store water in bottles and stuff like that, got big stocks of that. But what you have to understand is it's in that plastic. And that plastic will leach into your water, yo, and bacteria and stuff can get into that water. So you need to know how to purify your water that's been sitting. And I know those drops that's on Amazon, those drops that you can put in there will make your water last up to 5 years. But you need to have some type of way to clean water. You need to have some type of way to communicate with your families too, outside of this cell phone and all of that, like a strategic meeting point. You know, for real, your families that's around the country, you understand what I'm saying? Y'all need to have strategic points where if the shit go down here, I'm gonna come your way, go down, you understand? Or either all get together and band together. Together is gonna be better than separate, you know. A lot of us live separate lives, you understand? But now ain't gonna be the time for that, yo. We talking 2024 and that's a nice estimate. You understand? That's a nice estimate. So we gotta find a way to go around these people, y'all. Because unfortunately we gave up all our power and control to these people. You understand? When we came and we integrated with these people, we gave them all the systems over us. You understand? And that's the problem. We fucked up, you know. But now it's getting ready to fall back on us, feeding ourselves, clothing ourselves, providing medical care for ourselves. You really gonna have to get out here and maybe know how to forage, because nature has all kind of food. But if you don't know how to identify it, what's good, what's bad, what's poisonous, you're gonna be in bad shape. Because God in heaven, well, you know, you don't want to have to be out here with these people that's getting ready to be looting. And ain't going to be but so much looting going to be able to take place because they getting ready to move their UN and NATO troops in. If you look on TikTok, they moving military vehicles, everything, y'all, everything. Doing all kind of drills for radiological attack, high artillery attack, all kind of stuff. Like, these people know their time is over, but they not getting ready to hand us the new earth the way they found it. They not getting ready to make it easy for us. The name of the book that I had with all the plants and stuff in it is the Encyclopedia of Herbal Medicine. It's on Amazon. I think it's like $14.99. Yeah, they're not getting ready to make it mentally easy for you or physically. You understand what I'm saying? And if you got kids or elderly parents or somebody elderly that you love that you're responsible for, it's shit finna get really real out here, yo. Like, it's getting ready to get really real. I just told my friend, girl, who she takes medication because she had a heart attack. And right now she trying to stock up on that medicine till 2024. And she done had to go to the Canadian pharmacies because the pharmacies here, it's like 5-6 grand. Ain't nobody got that type of money. But if you can find a Canadian pharmacy or something like that, do that. Yeah, we do have to see a higher timeline, but we got to deal with the reality that we in too right now. And the reality is this: if you're not prepared, yo, and I'm talking about spiritually prepared, because they finna come with the shit, y'all. It's getting ready to go down. I can't give you an exact date, but everything is moving in place. And I had hoped, at first, when I first started having these visions, that I was wrong. Like, I'm for real. Like, that I was wrong, but I ain't wrong. So now, like I said, I'm just at acceptance. I'm just at acceptance. I'm just at acceptance. And I think a lot of us need to get at acceptance and then get our spiritual eye discernment up and just get ready. And just, do what you can spiritually. That's the key. Even if you can't go out here and prep all of this stuff, you ain't gonna need it probably. But if you spiritually in tune and ready, that's what's gonna keep you here. That's what's gonna, your mind, who is controlling your mind and who is controlling your mental construct, because it's gonna be a lot to see people doing all of the stuff that they getting ready to do, because nobody over here is really prepared for the day that they can't go in a grocery store, you know what I'm saying? And like when the day you can't go to the pharmacy, like people aren't mentally prepared for that. It's more mental than physical. Yeah, you definitely got to be out in the sun to handle this, Ross said. The sun has healing powers, The sun is miraculous right now. The energy that's coming from the sun, it's repairing our DEA. It's integrating our strands. It's giving us higher brain function. It's putting us on a metaphysical level because our neuromelanin gives us these metaphysical abilities. But everybody's like, well, when we activate, well, we got to get to the activation point. So that's getting ready to be the key, is to get yourself through this hurdle so you can get to the point of when you activate. And that's all it's really about, y'all, for real. That's all it's really about. Everything else is a distraction. And it's plenty going on right now. Even some of our conscious people that get up on here, they distracted right now. And the sole focus should be telling people that they need to vibrate higher so they could go within. And when you go within, you're going to be talking to the source, the universal cosmic mother, and you're going to know what to do. You're going to know what to do. That's the one thing that'll never lead you astray, is yourself, if you rely on that knowledge. And then certain things, like I've been getting books, you understand what I'm saying? Books on disaster preparedness, books on herbs and different things, books on foraging, books on how to build a shelter. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got to be able to become one with nature. You got a lot of people that ain't never even been camping, don't even know what that's about, what that's like. And hey, that might be what it might be like for some of us, you know what I'm saying? So we got to get on the page, you know what I'm saying? We got to get self-sufficient again. We got to start relying on ourselves. And I would say go ahead and start practicing it now while this shit's still up for the little bit of time it is. Go ahead and start trying to purify water and be able to test it to see, did I purify it right? Go ahead and start maybe in your backyard figuring out how to build a shelter. Go buy you an axe and them type of tools or whatever. They mad cheap. Like if you got the money, they mad cheap now. You know what I'm saying? To go to the little, what is it? Home Depot, or not Home Depot, it's another one that I'm thinking of, and get those type of tools, because axe is going to be important. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you ain't got fuel, you could burn a tree, you know what I'm saying? But you got to have a tool to cut it. You need some knives, like some all utility knives and stuff like that. You know, fishing pole, you know, something simple as that could save your life. First aid stuff, like the, you know, the little stuff for your little go bag, you know, alcohol peroxide. And the first thing, if you haven't stocked up anything that you should be stocking up, is stuff that are like staples that can get you through. You know what I'm saying? Different things, you know what I'm saying? But stuff that could get you through a hard time. Some seeds, you need those. And if you haven't started growing yet, I would encourage everybody to start, because it take about 12 weeks, you know what I'm saying, for your first stuff to come through. But then if all of this stuff is going down in the cold as well, you know, if you don't have like a little makeshift greenhouse, which you can make a little makeshift greenhouse out of tarp. But you just, and tarp is cheap, tarp and sticks, you understand? But you just gotta know how to do all of this. But the main thing is just vibrating higher. If you got the right spirit, the right soul, if you're on the right frequency, your ancestors going to protect you, and they're going to take you exactly where you need to go. And go with that. Go with that first mind in these situations. Go with your spiritual discernment. You'll be able to feel stuff. You know what I'm saying? You'll start to be able to feel stuff. You'll start to be able to read people, read situations. That eye discernment is a powerful, powerful tool. But in order to get there, you got to be vibrating high. You can't be distracted. You can't be caught in emotions, because emotions lower your frequency. You see what I'm saying? And every day you on social media or whatever, you taking a hit, you understand, to your soul. You know what I'm saying? When you take on, you know, these people, this stuff that's in the news cycle, it's all a distraction right now, because it ain't important. The only thing that's important is your spiritual ascension right now, and that need to be your main focus. So how's everybody feeling, family? I'm feeling okay. Let's see. Anybody got any questions for me or anything before I jump off? Because I just wanted to make this brief, because I know, like I said, I know this page is getting ready to go. You know, part of me was like, well, when it's time for it to go, it's time for it to go. Sending you great love too. Sending you love. I'm glad you're feeling better. You know, a lot of people was sick, or done been sick, done been down. You know, they doing shit with the towers, and then, you know, they've been tearing the magnetosphere too. See, that's another thing that we got to realize as conscious folks. Like, a tear in the magnetosphere causes a tear in us too, because we spiritually in tune and we on that frequency. So it's an attack on us too, when they, you know, using that particle accelerator and messing with that, because we directly linked to it. Then we also got a lot of comets and asteroids and stuff like that that's coming back too. We linked for that too. No, I ain't got no backup page, and I'm not going to create one. Like I said, my ancestors instructed me that when this go down, the message done got to who it need to get to, and then I don't think too much long after that it's going to start happening, you know. So You know, y'all never needed me though. Like, y'all never needed me. You only needed yourself. I think I always tell people that. Yeah, it's getting ready to be another wave, and it's getting ready to be other biological attacks too. But what people have to understand is that what's people got people in the hospital now ain't really the infection as much so as it's the side effects, and they're saying that it's the infection. Because y'all have to understand that test, that PCR test, is a piece of shit. It don't really read nothing. It don't, from a medical standpoint, from a lab standpoint, the test doesn't have enough cycles in it to really detect anything. So the amount of cycles they doing, I could basically say anything is COVID. You understand? So that's all a distraction, because the real virus is the sun, the great purifier. That's what's tearing people's blood up and all of this stuff. It ain't got nothing to do with an actual virus, because it ain't been isolated. They can't show you an isolated virus because it's not one. It's the sun virus. It's raw. That frequency, if everybody can't handle it, them red blood cells in them lungs, inflammation, straight up, burning you up from the inside out, yo. That's what's really going down. Like, and the hot sauce that they gave after, that's just to depopulate people, because they know some of us finna activate. And they don't want them bloodlines here. See, they've been trying to figure out who the divine feminine is with that bloodline, y'all. Who the people is with a specific frequency, yo, that it's going to activate, yo. And when that happens, ain't nothing they gonna be able to do with us. And they know that. So that's what this really about. They'll take half the earth to try to get to that bloodline. They don't know who it is. They can't tell because it's ghost DEA. Ghost, what did that mean? They come in and come. It's metaphysical, yo. It's not something that they could test for. You understand what I'm saying? They just finding out about it recently, and they time already up. They can't test for that. They got no type of technology that can prepare them for that. That ghost DEA that some of us house for real, they got no solution for that, and they know that. You welcome. You welcome. I try to share all that I find, all that I know with you guys, you know. Let's see. So, do I recommend homeschooling? Of course. Yes, I recommend homeschooling for your 8-year-old. They have a lot of different, it depends on your state. But I know in Florida, I use Florida Virtual School to homeschool my kids. And incorporated some stuff to that, but I also added stuff because, I mean, you know, but to get the educational standards, yeah, they have different virtual schools depending on what state you're in. So what you would have to do would be probably to contact your school system and see what virtual programs that they allow. And I think most states have a grant for that too, for homeschooling, so you can even get a grant to homeschool your kids. But I would suggest that to anybody right now, especially with all that's going on. They're attacking kids in school right now and stuff to lower people's vibration and stuff. And just, you don't want your kids around all of them people and all of them different vibrations taking on all of that energy. In addition to the viral shedding and stuff from the hot sauce that some of them kids gonna have up in there. I mean, I wouldn't want my kids around nobody breathing out none of that shit or shed none of that stuff. Personally, that's me. But we all have personal decisions we have to make. I know people have to work to survive, but it's about to get real. You ain't gonna, that's not gonna be like they got you distracted right now. But that job ain't gonna mean shit when you can't put no food on your, you understand what I'm like? All of this stuff ain't finna mean nothing in a couple of weeks when this stuff take place, yo. Like the real focus right now, self-preservation. And yeah, I'm on Telegram. I still have my Telegram chat because that's uncensored. So I got the link in my link bio for that. And I think we got 2 Telegram groups. We got the current events group, and that group just crazy. It's all kind of knowledge being dropped in that group. Like, I would encourage anybody to join that. That group's open to everybody. But then we have the Moksha discussions, the metaphysical group, and that one goes, you have to go through a verification for that because we have to protect our members in that group and stuff. So we kind of go through a social media verification process for that one. But everybody's welcome to definitely join that group. Any more questions or anything before I head off of here for the day? Y'all see me in my little business garb or whatever. I had to go deal with these people. I'm telling you, every time, like, I have to be spiritually, like, all the way, even to deal with these people anymore, even to deal with metaverse, because it's kind of like once your eye discernment get open, you can see everything. Like, you can see the fallacy in people, you can see the lie before it get to you, just everything, yo. And sometimes when you can see what people really about, it's really draining, you know. And then sometimes when you vibrating high, them negative spirits come and try to drain you, try to cling on you. Mad energy vampires and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Psychic attacks come from everywhere, even on your job. Trust me. Like, these people, they got no higher pineal function, boy. That shit all the way calcified. I'm trying to tell you. Just some people just come to work, and you come to work with hell in you. You understand? Understand when I say hell in you, I'm talking about hell as a state of mind. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a state of mind. They just vibrating on their lowest root chakra. And it's like they come to work just to cause hell. You understand what I'm saying? Just to cause problems. Some people thrive in that. Some people feed off of that. You understand what I'm saying? You know, shit gets real. It gets real out here, you know. Some people enjoy that type of frequency. You understand what I'm saying? For me, I don't want to be around those type of people, you know. Pineal go to throbbing, heart go to throbbing. Sometimes you could just pick up frequencies from other people. It don't even be your frequency. It's you reading something off of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say you got to be spiritually protected right now. Get your crystal game up, boy. That's going to be valuable, yo. Crystals is getting ready. Elementals is getting ready to be a valuable tool right now. I'm trying to tell you. A lot of people, some people know about crystals, but I'll tell you, if you newly awakened or if you in anywhere in your journey, some crystals can help you, boy. They just, metaphysically, they just put a frequency in you. And, you know, different crystals have different frequencies, and those things, you know, they feed our chi, they feed our soul. Like, we're energetic beings. That's how we have to begin to look at this. Like, we go off of energy. That's right. We do have the power to create our own reality. And that's what I'm doing now. You understand? Like, I'm really taking all of this that's going on like a grain of salt, because I already done seen how it ends and what's going to come. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the new earth, it's going to be a beautiful thing to wake up and really be free. Y'all guys, because you're not free right now. You got the illusion of freedom. But when you really wake up and you free, that's going to be a beautiful, miraculous feeling when you can do whatever you want to do. When you are out here and you are being guided by your higher self and your purpose, because that's what this is all about. They're just getting ready to get out of our way so we can do what we need to do. But we just need to get in warrior mode. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get in warrior mode. Like, just because you awaken, sometimes it's peace, love, and light, but sometimes you got to grab the sword too. You know what I'm saying? If you think about the depictions of, you know, our ancestors and stuff like that, you see the sword in their right hand. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's a time that you got to pick that up. And when I say the sword, I mean the physical sword, but the spiritual one too. You know what I'm saying? You got to turn that on, you know. Sometimes you got to turn that on. And we in a time right now where we getting ready to have to turn that on. Yep. Music too. Music helps you to vibrate higher. I would tell y'all to, you know, I got me some bowls, and I got me a Native American flute. I got a little drum set or whatever, because I like music and I like that frequency. And I know maybe when this internet, all of this stuff go down, I'm not going to be able to listen to that music. So I'm going to have to create my own. And, you know, singing, dancing, those type of simple things really increase your frequency and get you to a point. And see, it's all linked in together if you really think about it, because your blood moving. And what is your blood? Your blood is your spirit is your soul. You understand what I'm saying? So if that blood is moving faster, it's circulating faster to your brain, you having more impulses in your nerves and your brain, and it's firing. Your pineal firing. You understand what I'm saying? That's the metaphysics, the music, the frequency. It's doing a chemical reaction in your brain and causing it to vibrate faster. You understand what I'm saying? And you get to that level, and then that's when your metaphysical cut on. You understand? That's when the soul cut on. But you got to be at a high frequency. That's what we're saying. And it's linked to the physical. It's linked to your blood. It's linked to movement. It's linked to grounding. Everything. Start to begin to look at that as energy. Some things that you take in will deplete your energy, and some things will build your energy. You see what I'm saying? And if you start looking at yourself as an energetic being, you're going in the right direction. You understand? Don't just look at yourself as a flesh, because that's not, your soul is not this flesh. Your soul is the energy that's neither created or destroyed, only transferred. It transferred to this light vehicle for a specific amount of time, for a specific purpose. You understand? And you got to keep that energy high. That's life. That's alive. That's what makes you alive. It's that energy. It's that vibration. That's why I keep on telling y'all, I be hitting it. I'm going to hit it again. Just stay vibrating high. Start moving. Start dancing. Start loving on yourself. Start saying, I am affirmations. Mirror magic, yo. Just looking in the mirror in the morning. A brother said this in the group and saying, I am alive. Listen, that's a powerful spell work right there, yo. Right, yeah, money. Man, have y'all looked at crypto and what's happening in all those exchanges and stuff? See, this is what you have to understand. If you look at the stock market, it's a frequency. When you read those charts, what you reading? A frequency on the screen, right? And it was created on a low frequency. The same with cryptocurrency. It's on a frequency. It go up and down. It's all kind of, you understand what I'm saying? You looking at it in the physical, but look at the frequency. It's a frequency, y'all. And all that's happening is, as this high plasma energy come, anything on a low frequency finna go up out of here. And that's why the money system finna go, because it was created on a low frequency. You understand what I'm saying? We going to another place, y'all. We going to another metaphysical place. That money ain't gonna matter, because nothing on this earth should cost a penny. It's all been provided for free. Nature don't charge us nothing to grow a tree. Nature don't charge us nothing to grow a vegetable. Nature don't charge us nothing to breathe the air. Nature don't charge us nothing to clean the water. You understand what I'm saying? And what we have to understand is the water system that they got here is all wrong. Because water ain't supposed to flow over. That's not where we get our water from. You get your water from up under the earth, because the earth is a natural purifier of the water through the rocks. And you get your water, we used to get our water from waterfalls. You understand? Moving water, the moving water frequency, y'all. High frequency. This is what we talking about. High vibration. Standing water. And these water treatment plants is dead water. That's why you drinking that shit, it ain't doing nothing for you. That's why H3O water from plants and stuff is what really hydrates us. And they know this. You understand? Stuff that come from nature, because we are literally nature. Like, we have the same type of genetics. The same melanin is similar. We power up the same way as nature, because we are an aspect of nature. You understand what I'm saying? The same way them trees do photosynthesis, our melanin our neuromelanin feeds off of that same energy. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you could eat a fruit and you could get more hydration from that fruit than you can from their standing water, because that's dead water. And then it's got 1,000 different chemicals in it, all kind of toxins, all kind of carcinogens and stuff in this water and stuff. We've been bathing in and stuff. You know, we was asleep. You know, and when we was asleep, they took heavy advantage of us, yo. They took heavy advantage of our earth. But the great mother done rose, man, and it's on now, y'all. It's on. It is on. Like, it's on. It's a happy time. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm talking like this, but I'm extremely happy. The only thing that was giving me pause is I'm like, we gonna lose some that ain't got to go from here, but they just not gonna wake up. And you know, I have a love for my people. You understand? So I hate to see it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but this is the way it's gotta go, yo. So, you know, I can't argue with the universe. Peace and love. Yeah, I think we all happy that it's falling. I wish it would happen quicker. I wish the flash would come today. That would spare us the trials and tribulations that these people trying to do. But it can't come today because we not all physically ready. Like, what you have to understand is when that flash comes, some people ain't going to be able to take it. They just going whoosh. You understand what I'm saying? So the sun loves us, guys. So it's preparing us. So it's giving us cycles of the energy to prepare your red blood cells in your body. You understand? We couldn't just take it right now. You understand what I'm saying? That radiation would be too much. So it's giving you doses of it. It's getting you ready. You're getting them M class, some C class, couple X class flares. You might feel tired. You might feel sleepy when you get them. That's because your DEA and your cells and stuff are getting used to it. That's why I say get out in the sun, because you're going to speed up the process. You understand? Yeah, they out here every day with them damn chemtrails too. It's a mother freaking shame. It's a shame. Every day they spraying. That's why a lot of people having lung symptoms too, is because of the chemtrails. But if you go on my page, I gave y'all a remedy. You understand what I'm saying? A natural herbal remedy that'll help clear your lungs out and help detoxify your body to get rid of those chemicals. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, them chemtrails can't stop us from ascending, because look at us right now. And that's a key. They can't stop it. Ain't shit they can do. This is ghost DEA, yo. They don't even know what it is yet. Shit, I don't fully know what it is. To tell y'all the truth, I'm just going through it metaphysically right now. But this shit ain't no joke. Like, it ain't nothing look, it ain't nothing to take lightly. Like, this some real deal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, y'all, for real. Like, I don't even know if I know it's miraculous. I know that I got the senses. I can hear a damn horn blow from miles away. And I be like, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? People be looking at me like I'm crazy and stuff. Like, yo, it ain't no joke. And hey, they don't fully know what it is. I'm going through it. I don't fully know what it is, but I'm finna tell you what. Just try to make it to that flash, because that's what the thing is. They don't want, it's some bloodlines over here. It's got to come from the West, y'all. All the ancient texts say it's going to rise up from right here, y'all, right here. Why y'all think they took over this land over here? Why you think the oldest pyramids is over here? Why you think all of them big tree stumps with all of those huge or great trees that they call mesas is over here? Why do you think the oldest trees that were left, which is really just a damn bush, is the great sequoias over there in California? You got to just put this all together, because the way that they show you the map ain't really the way the map is. We all really closer than that. But there's an energetic center, and there's certain bloodlines, you understand what I'm saying, that's gonna just, when this flash come, yo, like, it's certain bloodlines that's getting ready to turn into something miraculous, like, for real. Like, some real, the super Hebrew, and a lot of people call them a different things, but for real, like the Houthi, like that is in some of our bloodlines, yo. And all we was really waiting on, all we was doing, all the ancestors really did for us was trying to preserve it so we could get to this time right here. You understand? We needed to get to this time right here to reactivate. And we close. That's how you know we close, because all chaos is breaking loose. That ain't nothing but the frequency of set. The great chaos maker, yo. That's within us. That's our neuromelanin. That's our melanin. It's chaos. And we starting to communicate with the earth, communicate with the sun. We starting to meditate and stuff. Every time you go out there and meditate and you look up at Ra, he send you a download, but you sending something back. Every day I wake up and y'all wake up like I'm ready for this to end. The message is being received, and that's what's causing this to get ready to go down. And that's real talk. Like, that's what's causing this. We are the orchestrators of this, y'all. Not them. They are no longer in power. This is just their false illusion of power to try to keep us vibrating low. So that's why I say, just get your spiritual armor on. Let that warrior spirit hit you, yo. And just make it to the raw set. Just make it to that flash. And as long as your body can deal with the radiation that's going to come from that flash, you're going to be something that you ain't never imagined that you could be. Hell, you probably change colors and everything, because some of us getting out in the sun right now and seeing the rainbow colors all over our body and stuff. I think Unique Mind was on the chat looking like a rainbow bright the other day, boy. He had got out in that sun. He was all kind of chakra colors. So that's what I'm telling y'all. Like, just get out in the sun. Get your body acclimated to the sun. Get your body acclimated to living without this air condition, because that's air condition is just stopping us from vibrating higher. You understand what I'm saying? We don't need this air condition. Temperatures on Earth gonna get to about 150, 160 degrees. Hell, I think melanin can survive in like over 1,000 degrees. So it look, it ain't gonna get that hot, but it's gonna get hot. But it ain't going to affect the water, because the water is supplied by the underground, by the earth. And that's always going to be here. So don't worry about that. And any plant life or whatever that can't take those extreme temperatures is something that was GMO anyway. It wasn't meant to be here, because the plants that's coming back all can take that type of radiation. That's why you're seeing new plants, you're seeing new animals, but they're not really new. You understand what I'm saying? That's how the old earth or our earth look that we're calling a new earth, but really it's just going back to its natural, what it naturally was, guys. You understand? You have to understand, a lot of these trees and stuff they planted up here, this wasn't even how our earth was. We had all kind of fruit trees and stuff. You could walk down the street and have food. You understand? You ain't need to go nowhere, because it was all kind of fruit trees and stuff. Some people even remember before they really came through here and really destroyed our neighborhoods and stuff. But we had a lot of fruit trees, all kind of stuff. Just blackberries was out here and everything, y'all. Like, and they done messed all of that up. But like I said, I noticed that nature will provide. I looked outside my house last month, and I went and collected some blackberries, because it was a big blackberry bush had done grew up. I don't even know where that bush came from, y'all, but I was very grateful for it. And it was just a reminder that what we need to survive is going to be here. We on a frequency with nature. We on a frequency with the animals. The animals ain't going to attack you if you on a certain frequency. They're going to come up to you, like the bees starting to land on us and stuff. I saw a brother with a bird had just landed on his hand, because we out of that frequency of hate, of destruction that we was in, and we on the universal harmonic now. And the animals always done been there, but that's why they was afraid of us, yo, because we changed. They didn't. We became like the savage people. We've always been the protectors of nature. That's what you have to understand. We always protected nature, and we forgot ourselves and forgot our purpose and we became savage beasts like them. And that's why the animals attacked us. But now you don't see animals attacking us. You see animals attacking them. It's a frequency, yo. And now you see the animals starting to come back and live in harmony with us, and we live in harmony with them. And they protect us and we protect them. You got to think about all of our ancestors that was over here. You know, they couldn't defeat those ancestors, y'all. I want y'all to have the right story. You understand what I'm saying? We put ourselves in this situation. They couldn't defeat those ancestors that was, with the alligators and stuff. We used to have people down in Florida down there before they drained them, before they drained it and made Miami, all of that, Chief Miami, all of them, Osceola. Yo, they couldn't fuck with them, yo. Because they was out in nature. The animals were little, man, Osceola and them had alligators and everything attacking them people, yo. They couldn't go into them swamps. And the people who drained the swamps for them to come down there was some of us. This is what I'm saying to you. We had a hand in our own, in all of this. And then Chief Osceola got killed because he gave himself up, but he wasn't even giving himself up. Oh, they getting ready to cut my live, y'all. They getting ready to cut my live. See, I'm going too deep. They finna cut me. But I love you guys. Peace, love, and light. Vibrate high right now. Tune out the spiritual attacks. And I'll be back maybe. I don't know. We'll see.